Obviously, I still have much to teach you. And you, clearly, still have much to learn. Move. Move! Queen to King 5. Checkmate. Congratulations.
They didn't realize that you take time to really analyze who comes into your environment, okay? You gave this person like a false sense of security. And you guys really take your time with, providing that sense of security for someone to divulge so much about themselves so you're able to put them in a box in a proper direction. So if you're seeing that this lion is, coming from a very prideful type of lens, you guys know how to handle this person without jeopardizing your piece of the situation, okay? They didn't realize that you were utilizing this air energy to really take your time to really see how they operate before you make your moves with any type of investment, okay? And with you guys really finding out this person has a lot of negative characteristics, a lot of negative traits, you're like, you know what, I know how to place this person, okay? It takes you a minute to really see how this person is, but you let a person play their hand. You let a person play their hand in the interaction process, okay? So then once they play their hand, you know how to place them in a direct type of way. Back in your head, like, did I make the right call? You know that you made the right call, and you're operating from your shadow side too as well, okay? You got the hyena energy, okay? And with the hyena energy you're in as well, you're like, behind every joke is the truth. So you can tell this person, hey, you know what? Until hell freezes over, I'm not going to invest in you, okay? Behind every joke, and this hyena knows how to laugh about certain situations, but behind every joke is the truth. And this person's realizing, okay, with their intuition and this tiger energy, they're realizing that they overplayed their hand. They're realizing that they showed a lot of their negative traits towards you, and you're not open to really, fixing the interaction. You're moving this person right where they need to be, okay? If it's something that you're looking to disconnect with, you're like, hey, this is not going to work, okay? This person right here is not going to be someone I'm looking to cultivate in a relationship with, okay? You're quickly moving your interest into other things with this person, okay? You're not having yourself tied mentally, okay? You're using your intuition, like I said, that shadow side, to really see how somebody is operating in your environment, okay? This person thought that they were the only one that had intuition, okay? But with their intuition, they only see it from a very, masculine energy perspective. It can be very much so, okay, it leads and knows how to lead, but it doesn't know how to be reciprocated in a situation where they're learning from other people, or they're learning about other people, how they think or how they go about, certain thought processes, okay? They sort of go off of their own personal experience, okay? Masculine energy, that goes for both sexes, okay? It's just about energy, okay? This person sort of has this perspective where it's like, if I think about someone or something in this particular lens, okay, then everybody else in my environment is going to have the same thought process, okay? So this person's thinking that, what with you being reserved, that you had the same type of thought process, that you had the same type of mindset, and you didn't. You just was looking to see, okay, you know what, how far would you go with our conversation? Okay? This person could have talked about, past relationships where they, behaved in a not so great manner, and okay, they were leading people on, and this, and this person really thought that they had you in a listening ear, to their mess, and you're like, okay, well, they thought that you're going to have a fantasy type of lens when it came down to, hearing their type of drama, where it was like, okay, well, surely you're not going to treat me this way, okay, but this is just coming from your past. You're like, no, what you're telling me is I'm looking at this from a very intuitive type of place. If you're telling me about the disrespect, there's no remorse in this behavior, I'm not going to invest in you, with this level of disrespect. Okay, if somebody you were working with and they were talking about, past opportunities or past job opportunities, and they were, very wicked, and they really didn't do that much investment with other people in their opportunities, you're like, why would I have you around a team or give you a promotion or give you some type of, higher status where you're not even looking to really, grow people in your environment, okay? This person was divulging so many negative, prideful behavior, okay, to you, and they thought that, that you were looking at them from a very idealistic type of lens, okay? You guys were not. You guys knew what was going on, and you guys were not allowing this person to sort of lead with their chaotic mess, okay? You were able to say, yeah, you know what, joke's on you, okay? I don't want you around, okay? And this person's realizing that, oh, wow, I overplayed my hand, I overplayed my card with this person, and now I'm looking crazy, okay? The prey became the predator. You got this crocodile energy right here. The prey became the predator. This person didn't know that you were laying in wait, observing their behavior, seeing how they operate, okay? And you were looking to say, okay, you know what? I'm ready to cut this person off, okay? I'm ready to have my attack mode on, okay, where I can sort of move this person out of my environment, and they're somewhere sitting back, okay, like the prey in the environment, okay? The predator became the prey, okay? They underestimated you, and that was a big mistake because you're sitting back like, okay, don't mistake my quietness for someone that you could push over. I know what you're doing, okay? I'm aware as far as what you're bringing to the table, and you're like, I'm not trying to have anybody, in my environment, or this could be, like I said, a relationship where you're like, I'm not investing in anyone in my environment that's looking to have me, going off the deep end, with their crazy behavior that they're trying to bring to my plate, okay? You're not embracing this line energy, okay? You're looking at this person as a toxic, prideful mess, okay, that you're not willing to give a second chance as far as cultivating something deeper, okay? Let's go further to your reading in the tarot deck here. Let's see here. So we have 3 of Wands, you're walking away. Okay, this person realized that, no investment, 5 of Cups. We have 6 of Swords. Okay, they're in their feelings. They're in their feelings, guys. Let's see. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. You guys are not playing no games. 3 of Pentacles. You're trying to invest in people who are willing to take that growth process with you. You got the Death card here. 9 of Cups. And you're realizing that your independence is something that you could be in a healthy way with yourself. You could do bad all by yourself. Okay? Let's see, I'm going to pull these 2 cards here. Let's see, we got the 3 of Cups here, and we also have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? No shame to your game, you're still looking great, okay? So we have the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. They're in their feelings. They're in their feelings because you're walking away from the situation. They're in their feelings because they can't no longer invest in your environment. Like I said, this is a work interaction or a networking interaction, okay? They're realizing that, okay, they need to look for other opportunities because what they were trying to cultivate got ruined by their prideful behavior. It got ruined by their prideful behavior. So they're going off for their new opportunities with a lot of knives in their back from their own cause, for their own making, okay? They caused a lot of this chaotic energy, okay? They were in a situation where they were trying to bring a lot of discourse in the situation, but they didn't realize that, there's no coming back from that. You guys closed off your heart towards this person's investment, okay? Queen of Cups in reverse, that energy is very blunt when it comes down to really letting someone know that they're not emotionally invested in them as far as their growth process, okay? You guys are like, I'm only cultivating, healthy partnerships. 3 of Pentacles here. If it's not healthy, if people are not on a light mindset type of journey with me, I'm no longer cultivating with them or trying to invest in them in a healthier type of way, okay? You're bringing this situation to a deaf perspective, okay? You're taking your power back and you're letting this person know that, that you saw them from the very beginning, okay? They could, ask you why, what happened, what's the disconnect, and you're willing to tell them with the spider energy here, that's air energy, you're willing to tell them, okay, let me tell you why that I'm no longer investing, okay? And they didn't realize how much you were really listening and paying attention to how they were operating with you, and now they're sitting back with egg on their face, okay? Because you're not stepping away from your 9 of Cups perspective, okay? You have this independence, you're growing, you're sitting comfortable, okay? You're not letting anybody stir the pot to have you in any type of demise, okay? Like I said, you guys are not in a space where you're allowing this, this death energy to really ruin your type of growth process, okay? You're not sitting in this 5 of Cups perspective, okay? They're realizing that from their bad behavior, okay, it ruined their 2 of Cups perspective with you. It ruined that 2 of Cups investment with you, okay? And they're sitting back like, wishing that they woulda, coulda, shoulda, but you guys are not even, like I said, entertaining any type of mindset with this individual because you're realizing that they are not worth your time and your energy, and it's going to hold you back from your growth process, okay? Because you're out here trying to get into this 3 of Cups perspective. You guys could already be in this perspective where you're growing with people in your environment, you're looking at healthy networks, okay? And with you being in this mindset, whether you're growing into it, okay, or you already have that now, you're making wise connections. That's going to get you to that Ace of Pentacles. That's going to get you to your abundance. You're no longer tolerating people who are not going to get you into your abundance, okay? Rather it be a relationship, rather be someone that you're working with, okay? If they're not willing to invest in you in a proper type of way, you're no longer giving this person, 100% access to you to really grow and cultivate, okay? Let's pull from the Hard Truth deck here. I'll pull 2 cards for you guys. So we have unprepared, okay? This person wasn't ready for the interaction with you. Let's see, one more card. And we have, let's see, numb, okay? They're feeling numb because you've called out their best. So we have unprepared. You aren't ready for this step, and crucial elements may have been overlooked. Don't skip the process and miss the lessons that come with it. With this person being in this line energy, they come to a lot of situations unprepared, okay? They go into situations where it's like, they overplay their hand. They don't really take the time to really, cultivate their environment in a healthy type of way. They only look at it from their particular lens, and that causes them to be in a very toxic environment, in a very toxic situation, okay? And you guys have this person in this numb perspective because now they're like, with you walking away, with you calling it out and saying that, they're not going to really move forward with you in any type of direction. They're numb, okay? Avoiding issues offers temporary relief but prevents healing, addresses unresolved emotions to uncover real resolution and growth. You must feel to heal it, okay? This person has to go about their healing journey. They're going to be in a situation where they're going to be numb to, the environment, or numb to, what happened in the aftermath of this, okay? Because they're realizing that a lot of this played out in this way is because they overestimated their game. And they really need to really work on, over talking in situations, okay? Taking a chance to really be in this perspective where they have to take a big piece of humble pie, okay? And really look at their behavior to say, am I really toxic when it comes down to, cultivating different partnerships, okay? Am I toxic in my work environment, okay? They're numb to this understanding until they really look at themselves to see, okay, what do they actually bring into that environment with other people, okay? All right, guys, this is your reading for the month of January. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Have a good one.
Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant.